Okay, so examination is nearby for what? For CTET. And CTET examination is on coming week. Coming week, 2 weeks are left, like 7 July. So I thought of a marathon summation of the concepts which are there. So like that I thought of making a video. So today I am going to discuss about the concept of development. We know I have already made a syllabus video that what it is all about. Now today I am going to tell that what is the, like we have different chapters. So first one, for the concept of development, what it is there. So let's do. The term development in its most general psychological sense refer to certain changes which occurs in human beings between conception and date. However, the term is not associated to just any changes but to those that appear in orderly ways and are relatively permanent in nature. It is a change where a person develops and changes from dependency to autonomy. Changes may also occur because of illness, tiredness, or other such related causes, but these are temporary, like prenatal, infancy, babyhood, childhood, pre-adolescence. These are the things which you need to remember. Okay, question can come like this. Now, development is what? Development is a process which includes growth, maturation, and learning. Growth denotes change in size, height, length, weight. It signifies a change in the quantitative aspect, right? Maturation, on the other hand, hereditary, like the sense which you are having, right? More or less. Now, stages of development are there. It can be development in early childhood. This is a stage where children like to work independently. They do not like anyone to intervene in their work. Okay, children show aggression, disobedience, antagonistic behavior at this stage. Okay, now development in later childhood, 6 to 12 years, when people tend to devote more time to their peer group than to their parents. 6 to 12, they actively seek acceptance from peer. They fight with each other over petty things. This is the stage. And 13 to 19 years, a most critical stage of the development, when these changes make adolescence stage of stress and storm. This is a stage. Adolescents are sometimes confused about their identity and unable to make up their minds on whether they are grown-ups or if they are still children. One of the reasons for this is the contradicting treatments they receive from their parents, who sometimes talk to them as adults while at other times consider them as children. So this is a problem, not their problem. Okay. So James Markia talked about 4 types: identity achievement, identity foreclosure, identity diffusion, and identity moratorium. Okay, now types of development are there. It can be physical development like height, weight; personal development, mentally, right? Cognitive means the way one thinks, analyzes things. Social development with family in social context rather. And moral development, we face many conflicts, right? But how do we resolve these conflicts? How do we justify our action and decision? Now, development and learning, it's not about development, the way you are taking it. It's important to understand the relationship, okay, between the two. What should be taught at a particular level is decided in accordance with children's developmental pattern. That is how we develop curriculum for a particular grade, knowing and implementing suitable practices while teaching the curriculum. Okay, if we explore more, we can understand this relation in a different way, where learning facilitates development and knowledge, skills, and other exposure facilitates development. Now, development has a quality of predictability, and this predictability helps us to understand the ability of children. Awareness about this ability facilitates children learning process, because the facilitator becomes aware of the learner capability and is able to deal with the child accordingly. Learning is also influenced by the social and cultural context, family background, which includes social status, economic condition. So, principles of development, a principle is very important. What are the rules? Principles are rules, the format on which it should be maintained. Principle of change. As we know, human beings always think of moving height. Similarly, the nature and scope of development involved also changes. Principle of significance of early development, like it involves experience a child during his or her young age, right? Principle of predictability. Okay, we can know that particular age at which children will learn to walk, speak, and so on. Principle of interaction between heredity and environment. Principle of individual differences. Principle of expectation. Principle of continuation. Now, heredity and environment. Human development is affected by several factors. They are heredity and environment. Heredity explains our growth pattern and determines how we grow older. We are similar to our parents, not only in terms of physical character, but also in what we do. In the same way, environment also influences our learning, behavior, and personality. The similarities that we have with our parents depend upon the genetic makeup transmitted from the parents to the child. So it may be influenced many traits like color of the eye, height, anything. Okay, so heredity is a science where we study the role and importance of heredity in different aspects. Okay, principle of heredity, the way it works, you need to know this part also. And role of heredity and environment in development, a few case studies have been given. Okay, the laws of heredity one needs to understand and the importance. So what are the things we need to keep in mind? The interaction of heredity, the rate of development, the principles, what it is there. Okay, the full thing. Okay, these are some of the questions you can practice from this. Okay, this is a check progress. There are certain objective questions, obviously you need to practice because that is the important thing. Just note it down. You can tell me if you face any problem in solving these questions. If so, then you can ask me. Okay, there are previous year questions also here, from here what it came. So these are the previous year questions which you can practice for your examination. Okay, so best of luck students, and thank you for watching the video. Do tell me if you have any question on the basis of this. If you have, I will absolutely try to solve them. Thank you for watching.